Look at that rainbow bagel. Woo! Oh yeah. When you bite into that thing, you know you have arrived to New York City. This is New York, the city that never sleeps. With a population of over 8 million people, New York is considered the biggest city in the US. It is also America's #1 tourist city, known for its amazing sights, its rich history, and best of all, its food scene. You can find just about everything in New York City. So if you're planning to visit NYC for the first time, you might be asking, where should I start? Hey there, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm taking you on the ultimate food and travel tour through New York, New York. In this full documentary, I'll show you the best of everything, what to eat, what to see, and more. So get ready for an epic viewing experience because this is going to be the most comprehensive food and travel tour through New York City that you're gonna find anywhere on YouTube. And if you guys are new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. And with that being said, I'm packed, ready to go. Let's head on over to New York City. Well, here I am. I made it to JFK Airport. I took an overnight flight and I didn't get much sleep on the plane. So I'm pretty tired, but I will get through the day. I'll get through the day. I have to head straight into Manhattan right now. I guess I can take a Uber there. It'll probably cost me 80 bucks. But I think I'm gonna experiment with the trains today. And I haven't done this before, so this is gonna be interesting to learn. You know, it actually wasn't that bad figuring out the train system. It took about an hour and a half, but I made it out to Manhattan. And this is my first time back in New York City in 10 years. So this is very exciting. And I do have a guide with me. This is Matt.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm staying with him during this whole trip. And he's going to show me around to some of the awesome places around Manhattan.
Let's do it.
All right, so where are we at first?
We're here at Washington Square Park with the famous arch, inspired by the arch that you can find in France. Lots of people like to come here, hang out. Sometimes you'll see pop-up concerts, and it's just overall great vibes over here.
Yeah, and I can see that a lot of students have recently graduated from university. Looks like it's a good place to take some graduation photos. I don't know if you guys can see, but you can kind of see that Empire State Building in between that arch. Pretty nice, huh? It's a very spacious park, so you can come here to take a look at the arch, take some pictures. There's also playgrounds here, fountain, which is not operative right now, but it will be someday. All right, so where are we going next?
I think we'll hit the World Trade Center next.
Nice. That's always something good to see in New York City. You see, it's as easy as that. All you have to do is use your phone, your Google Wallet, or even a credit card. You tap it and you go through. It's about $2.90 for every ride. Definitely much cheaper than doing Uber or Lyft in New York City. That's pretty much how you get everywhere in Manhattan. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that, right? But for me, this is really a new experience because I rarely take subways or trains in LA. That's the building right there, the World Trade Center, kind of in the distance. I'm standing next to one of two fountains where the original Twin Towers stood. Now it's the 9/11 Memorial. It's a really beautiful fountain, and it's kind of a sobering sight as well because it is a memorial. You'll see the names of the people who have tragically died as a result of the 9/11 incident. And there is a museum that's right over there as well. I'm not going to have time to go into the museum, but if you want to learn more about the history of 9/11 as well as the different testimonies, it's a very touching experience from what I heard. Right across the street, I see this huge structure. What is this?
This is the Oculus.
All right, cool. Then what's the significance of this?
I don't know. It's just a mall and a train station.
I think this is the first time I'm seeing this. It is like a eighth wonder of the world. Okay, I see. The Path is a train station that goes to New Jersey and from New Jersey. So if you want to take a ride from New Jersey into the financial district of Manhattan, then I guess the Oculus is the place to do it. So it looks like when you come out of one side of the Oculus, it takes you out to this pier where you can pretty much see New Jersey. That's Jersey City right over there, like all the way down there. And then you can kind of see the Statue of Liberty right down there, which is another awesome thing you should do in New York City. I'm not gonna have time to do it on this trip, but I did do it 10 years ago. I took one of those boats out there to Ellis Island, also to see the Statue of Liberty. One of the things I've always wanted to do in Manhattan was to try one of these food carts, especially the hot dog. I'm here at Sabred, which is a popular food cart around Manhattan. They sell hot dogs for about $5. Have you had this hot dog before?
No, this is actually the first one I've ever had.
You've been living in New York this whole time, you never had a hot dog on the street?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, you see, I'm exposing you to the wonders of street food in New York. It's kind of like a very simple hot dog. So $5, I mean, on paper, it does sound pretty cheap, but it's kind of a small hot dog. I mean, what can you expect? It's street food. Not the best hot dog I've ever had, but you know, I was kind of hungry, so wanted to try it just for the New York experience. You know, Matt, this is the first time that I have ever stepped into a New York taxi.
Wow.
I know, isn't it? That's so exciting. So, is it cheaper to take a taxi than Uber or Lyft?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah?
Just depends.
Okay. Now here's another one of the hottest attractions in New York City. This is the Brooklyn Bridge. Just about everybody visits this bridge, which was built in 1883. It is a cable suspension bridge that links Brooklyn to Manhattan, crossing the East River. It goes for about 6,000 feet. So as you can see, you can be doing a lot of walking on this bridge. So yes, definitely plan to get some exercise because you are going to build a sweat. But I think it's really nice for taking pictures. And the great thing about this bridge is that it does not interfere with traffic whatsoever. The pedestrian walkway is on top of all the cars that are driving underneath. So you can walk very safely on this bridge. And it's so worth taking pictures, not just because of the ancient design of this bridge, the aesthetics, but also because of this amazing view of Brooklyn right back there, as well as Manhattan right over here. It's quite a sight. All right, now that I got my pictures, I guess now I have to walk all the way back. It is finally dinner time, and I am so excited because I'm here at one of the most iconic restaurants in all of America. This is Delmonico Steakhouse. This restaurant has been around since 1837, making it a 188-year-old steakhouse. Now that's pretty historic. And legend has it that this is the first ever fine dining restaurant to be established in the United States. So I'm gonna go in there and experience fine dining at its most classic. And like I said, this is a really special restaurant because it is the oldest fine dining restaurant in America. In fact, they were the first, I heard, to introduce the word restaurant into the American vernacular.
Wow.
Isn't that something, like with the tablecloths, the printed menus, all that? So apparently they were the first trendsetter in this area.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? Yeah, and a lot of famous people have eaten here, like Abraham Lincoln, Mark Twain. So this is one of those steakhouses where you just have to experience. It's like once in a lifetime. It looks like this is our first appetizer. I am not complaining because it looks so good. It is yellowtail crudo. So this crudo has avocado, walnut, crispy pearls, and seasoned shoyu. Oh, it looks so pretty. You're gonna cut it or you're gonna eat the whole piece?
I'm gonna cut. I like to savor into as many bites as I can, so.
You see, he's a gentleman. Oh.
That's actually so good.
It is. Well, I was just kind of, I'm speechless, like, cause okay, the yellowtail itself, you know, it tastes pretty much like a very nice tasting yellowtail, like almost out of a sushi restaurant. But I think the combination of the sauce and all these cracker pearls over it, it's so good.
Amazing. Yeah.
So amazing. You know, I think this is one of the best yellowtail appetizers I've had in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is why you cut into multiple bites.
I'm eating too fast. It's like before you know it, it's already over in your mouth. And if you guys like salad, this is the one you should get. Their famous Oscar's Wedge salad. This is like really classic steakhouse salad. So it's a piece of iceberg lettuce with heirloom tomato, red onion, prosciutto chips, yuzu honey vinaigrette, and kikorangi blue. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's very crispy, very refreshing. Now, blue cheese was something I didn't like as a kid, but as I grew older and I got into fine dining, I started to really love it.
Steve, you calling me a kid here? I don't like blue cheese.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I did not like really much of any cheese. But then again, you know, people change over time, right? And this one is their main crab cake. Yeah, it's composed of potato strings and tarragon dill tartare. So I see it. The crab cake is actually inside of the potato strings. So outside they would wrap the potato, and it looks like they would either deep fry it or they cook it, of course, in some sort of oil so that it's crispy on top. But then the crab cake is inside, and then you got a lot of the sauce. Sounds good, right?
Brilliant.
All right.
Cheers.
Try it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think the balance between the crab cake on the inside being soft and moist is very well done, with the crispiness on the outside. It's just a really nice contrast in the textures, and the flavor is just so vibrant throughout. The sauce is incredible. I mean, you know, the chef is just one after another, knocking them out of the park.
This is one of our entrees before the steak, because I heard that this one is super good. This is their most popular chicken dish, which is called chicken Alakin. So in here we got the chicken, the English peas, cherry tomatoes, asparagus, creamy sherry sauce, and it is also plant-based option available upon request. Everything came out at the same time, and there's no extra table for us because this restaurant is booked to the max tonight. That's why you have to get your reservations when you come here. But the good thing is they do open for lunch as well, so it's not just a dinner spot. Yes, and so far I am loving the taste of this place.
That's really good.
That's so tender.
That's incredible.
See the portion, look how big it is. It's so big. It's easily going to feed one person. Like, you're going to get full after eating this thing.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Very tender. I love the cream on it. Good flavor. Like the tomato adds like a sweet, nice acidity to it. Pasta. No, who doesn't like pasta, right? Oh yeah, here's the main attraction. This is the Delmonico ribeye. Very self-explanatory. 18 ounce of pure, delicious ribeye goodness. Are you excited, Matt?
Oh yeah, ready to dig in.
And this is one of two sides, which is cream spinach, one of my favorite sides to get at a steakhouse. And this is Matt's choice for the side, which is Brussels sprouts. So in here we got wasabi honey aioli and bubu arare, which are those crunchy balls. So this is cooked medium rare. This is the way you like your steak, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, medium rare is the only way to do it.
Okay, no A1 sauce, which means that just enjoy it by itself. Yes.
That's right.
All right.
Oh yeah. I think it's the perfect balance of tender on the inside. It's got a really good crust on the outside, so you know they were cooking it on some really good heat. It's seasoned well. It's got these, you know, kind of crisps on the top. All around, just fantastic.
My mind is blown. Super tender on the inside and cooked medium rare. That's why it tastes really good. Juicy. And the crust outside. That's one of the things that I think makes a perfect steak, is when you get that crispy crust on the top. Don't you agree?
100%.
I'm not waiting for you. I'm just digging in and just continuing to eat mine. Wow. Some of the most enjoyable steak I've had in any steakhouse.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is up there for me. And I've had a lot of steak here in New York City, but this is for sure one of the best ones I've ever had.
Really? Wow. See, that's saying something. I don't want to let my sides just sit there. It's going to get cold. You like cream spinach?
I can get down with cream spinach.
Okay, let's try it. Dude, that's really creamy.
It doesn't look like it's going to be that creamy, but it is really creamy. It's so good.
I'm talking about like rich, decadent creamy.
Oh yeah.
Just the way Matt likes it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know what? I want to try the Brussels sprouts though, because this wasn't actually on my radar. But since you want to try it, I'll try it.
Gotta love some veggies here, man.
Yes.
Oh wow. Whoa.
What in the world? Wasabi, honey, aioli. You can kind of taste it, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the wasabi definitely comes through.
Okay.
And then just the creaminess from the mayo and the aioli, a little sweetness from the honey. All around great vibes.
Yep, I do taste the sweetness.
I feel like it's really easy to get lazy with the side dishes and they become very bland and just like off to the side. But I mean, this honestly could just be a meal. This could be a lunch right here.
And this is the second main event. That is if you love lobster. This is their lobster Newburg. So it's the lobster with the cognac, tarragon, lobster corral, and the charred sticky rice, which is right over there.
Just go for the claws while we're at it.
Just go for the claws and we'll split the tail later on. All right. Yeah, that sauce is money right there. A little bit sweet too, maybe?
I'm picking up like notes of like a spice, not spicy, but there's like some sort of spice element to it that it's a really nice, lovely touch at the end for me.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Okay. So apparently we're supposed to eat some of the sticky rice, which I think has a similar sauce inside there.
Oh yeah, it's basically the same sauce.
All of these dishes, it's like I don't even know how to describe them. I've never seen it in any other restaurant before.
Yeah, definitely not.
You're not going to find this in like Ruth's Chris or Fleming's Steakhouse.
Yeah, definitely not.
Only here. And we cannot leave here without trying this famous dessert, which is Delmonico's Original Baked Alaska, which has been served at this restaurant since 1867. Pretty much the same way. It's banana gelato, walnut cake, apricot jam, poured over with fire. Matt, do you have any more room to eat some dessert?
You bet I do.
I definitely taste the apricot in there. It's so pretty. Like a chilled banana pudding with apricots in there and some whipped cream or something, meringue.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that means we're eating the same dessert that people back in the 1800s ate.
Wow, speechless.
Look at that. This is the view from my condo that I'm staying at, all the way on the 34th floor. It's a really magnificent view of Manhattan. You can pretty much see everything. And it is rainy today. Yes, this is how the weather's gonna be for the most part during the rest of the week, which is very unfortunate because in New York City, you gotta do a lot of walking, especially if you are in the Manhattan area. But I'll get through it. I mean, what choice do I have? And you'll also notice that people oftentimes cross red lights when they're walking the street. It's not really like that as much in LA, so I guess it's more of a cultural thing. I'm not encouraging breaking the law whatsoever, but I'm just saying that's just the way it is. As you can tell, it is a very rainy day today, so I am staying out of the water the best that I can. Anyways, I made it to my first restaurant. This is Saris Delicatessen. This is a Jewish deli that's been around since 1964, making it a 61-year-old establishment. And I heard it's one of the most popular delis in Manhattan. They got the matzo ball soup, they got all the kosher food, and plus they got the pastrami, and I heard that it is super stacked. This is really as legit of a deli as it gets. And I heard that it is a big neighborhood favorite for the past 60 years, and a lot of tourists come here as well. You can do the pastrami for dine-in, you can do takeout. They also have catering. This is the section with the pastrami. So as you can see, the regular pastrami is $26.95. Comes on rye bread with homemade slaw and pickles. Not a cheap pastrami, actually very much like the prices of the ones I've been to in LA. But I heard that they do really stuff the sandwich. Or if you want it bigger, look at that, bigger and better. So you can do like a combo. Pick any 2 or 3 from the above for $30.95. So you can do like a corned beef and pastrami combo. Wow. You can also order the meat by the pound. So if you decide you want to take it home and make your own sandwiches, then yeah, you can spend this much money and make tons and tons of sandwiches, hopefully. Oh, look at that. That is the whole pastrami. That's the whole slab right there. So yeah, once you place the order, they would start slicing and cutting the sandwiches in the deli section, which is right by the entrance. So if you want, you can kind of watch them making it here in the kitchen. And New York is also known for its corned beef, so you can do a mix in the sandwich if you want pastrami and corned beef. Look at that huge slab. So you see, we got some pastrami and we got the corned beef. So I'm assuming this one is for the combination. Russian dressing, coleslaw, meat stacked on top. Yeah, I've seen this kind of a sandwich before, but not with two meats though, and certainly not this high. Look at that. This one is certainly their biggest attraction. It's the combo, so you can pick any 2 or 3 meats to stuff into this sandwich. So in here we got corned beef and pastrami, along with coleslaw and Russian dressing. It's so high. How high is it? Let me see. Probably like 5 inches. You got your pickles and your coleslaws on the side. You see, very true New York deli experience. So if you are a big eater and you like pastrami and corned beef, which are 2 of the most popular sandwich meats in New York City, you can get the best of both worlds in one epic sandwich. I am off to a good start already. That is some of the most tender and flavorful pastrami corned beef that I've had anywhere. Oh, I'm serious. If this sandwich were on the menu of a lot of these delis in Los Angeles, it would be one of the best pastrami sandwiches in all of LA. But I'm not surprised because New York does make some pretty good pastrami sandwiches, and I heard that this place is really some of the best. I mean, some people have even said that it's the best. Really one of the best pastrami sandwiches I've had. I can already tell. Everything about the way it tastes is so good. Even that Russian dressing and the coleslaw, it doesn't taste like the one in LA. I think this one tastes better actually. You know, I can't really describe it. It's like you just have to taste it for yourself to see what I'm talking about. I mean, I can tell you that the coleslaw is refreshing, it's crunchy, and the Russian dressing kind of adds like a nice creamy, kind of a sweet taste to this whole very savory sandwich. But you simply need to experience it for yourself. This is really phenomenal. Why not? I'll try another pastrami while I'm at it. So this is the pastrami Reuben, and this is the one you should get if you like it grilled. So in here we got the Swiss cheese and sauerkraut. And another thing you'll notice is that it's open. Have you ever seen a sandwich that was served open like this? I guess with the sandwich, you just kind of fold it like that. Look at that. That's insane, right? I think this one is just as big as that combo one. How am I gonna eat this one? I don't even know. This is crazy. Look at that. This is so big. I think I'm just gonna cut this thing, make it easier to eat. The bread is crispier. We got the sauerkraut in there. And of course you got the cheese inside. If that's the flavor profile that's more appealing to you, then of course you gotta get this one. Because there are people out there who like the hot pastrami with grilled rye bread, so it can be like crunchier or crispier. I think that combo one with the corned beef and the pastrami, that's the one you gotta get. That one just blew my mind. But like I said, these are 2 very popular pastramis that you can find on the menu at Sarge's Deli. So the second pastrami spot I'm gonna be eating at today is 2nd Avenue Deli. Here is another historical deli. This business has been around since 1954. Not always in this same location, but nevertheless a 71-year-old business. And this Jewish deli has some of the best pastrami that you're also gonna find anywhere in Manhattan. So of course, I'm gonna try it. It's one of 2 2nd Avenue deli restaurants in New York. This one is in Murray Hill, but it's pretty much the same food for the most part. You see, you got the deli right when you walk in, very legit Jewish deli, and they got all the indoor seating, which is right down there. You could do dine-in, takeout, also very popular for catering, ships on Gold Belly, you know, all that good stuff. So here, let's see, their hot pastrami goes for $28.95, kind of on the expensive side too, but hopefully they really stuff it. Yeah, just like Sarge's. And oh, look at that. Okay, this is what they're famous for, from what I heard. They're triple decker sandwiches. So you can get a combination of different meats. Corned beef?
Yes, corned beef.
Wow, okay, this is a piece of corned beef. I think I'm gonna try it. Yeah, even if I just ate the corned beef by itself, I would really like it without the bread. This is the one that I'm gonna start off with, which is very basic. They're hot pastrami. This is if you like the thin slices of the pastrami meat and the rye bread, which has no mustard inside, but you can put the mustard, which is what I'm gonna do because that's really the way to go here. That thing is so tender. I mean, the meat itself has so much flavor. When you can just eat the pastrami itself and really like it, aside from the rye bread or the sauce, you know that that place has really good pastrami. Am I just ending up at the right spots? This place is good. This pastrami, it's so tender. It's like when you bite into it, it's the definition of soft, like tender. Woo, just goes just like that. And this one is their famous number 4 triple decker sandwich. Yeah, everybody gets this one with the hot pastrami, corned beef, soft salami, coleslaw, and Russian dressing. And let me tell you, this one is also stacked at least 5 inches high, maybe 6. I seriously don't know how people eat this thing. Look how high it is. I cannot open my mouth big enough to even eat half of this sandwich. Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal. Like I said, that pastrami is so thin and tender and has such good flavor. Some of the best pastrami that I've had anywhere. I took the bite off of the first half of it, so now I'm gonna take the bite off of the second half. The top level has a different flavor than the bottom level, because the bottom is just the rye bread and the pastrami and the corned beef, but then at the top, you get the sweet crunchiness of the coleslaw. The Russian dressing makes it creamier, along with all of that salami. So I would recommend, if you want a sandwich that has something else other than the pastrami, then yeah, I think this is the one you gotta get. Now this one, for sure, you can tell by the way it looks, it's a house specialty. So on the menu, it's called the Instant Heart Attack. So it's a pastrami sandwich consisting of 2 large potato pancakes with your choice of corned beef, pastrami, turkey, or salami. Guess which one I got. This is undoubtedly the most unique pastrami that I've had. See, all these sandwiches are so big. It's like I'm having trouble just biting into it. Those potato pancakes are cooked so perfectly. It's so crunchy. Yeah, so try to imagine that. Instead of the rye bread, you get crispy fried potato pancakes on the top and on the bottom. I don't think you're gonna find anything like this back in LA. I mean, could you believe that only within walking distance you have 2 really great delis that make great pastrami here in Manhattan? So yes, if you're in Midtown, then these 2 are some really good spots you can go to for pastrami. But there is one more restaurant I need to head on over to because no list is complete without it. And since I'm here in New York City, I have to go there before I leave. And last but not least, I made it out here to one of the most iconic restaurants in all of New York City. I'm here at Saris Delicatessen. This restaurant has been around since 1888, making it the oldest deli in New York City. Some people say that it might be the best pastrami, not just in New York City, but all of America. I mean, that's worth traveling to, right? This is a very busy restaurant, and I heard that oftentimes the line does go out the door, but I think I came at a pretty good time because it's raining outside, obviously, and I'm here during the afternoon on the weekdays. So what you need to do first is you need to pick up a ticket right when you come into the door. You get in line, you place your order, then you go to the table and hopefully there will be one available. And then after you finish eating, you would go to the counter and you would pay so that you can walk away. As you can see, there are other things on the menu at this restaurant beside the pastrami. You can get like matzo ball soup, chicken noodle soup, salad, brisket, roast beef, salami sandwich. But I am here for the pastrami. There it is for $28.95. Kind of pricey, but everybody still gets it. This place is most known for their hand-cut pastrami. This is one of the big attractions at this restaurant. Yes, hand-cut, like right in front of you. Ooh, got a little sampler here. I love it. I guess I'm gonna have a taste, finally, of their pastrami. Wow, so fatty, so good. Okay. So here it is, the world famous pastrami, the food that everybody comes here for. All of the hand-cut pastrami in the center, the rye bread, which initially comes without the mustard, but I decided to add the mustard because I think that always works good with the meat. And then it also comes with a side of pickles. I'm getting pretty full, so I think this is the only sandwich I'm going to order here at Katz. But this is the one that really matters the most, because if you come here and you order the pastrami, it's going to be this one. Yes, the world famous pastrami that everybody travels across the United States, even internationally, to order. Let's not waste any more time. I am going to dig in. That is the definition of pastrami greatness. I would say it's very similar to like the briskets or the smoked meats that you have in Texas style barbecue restaurants. Because even in Texas barbecue restaurants, I've had pastrami sandwiches that taste almost like this one, which means it is super good. The only other sandwich that I've had that I thought was pretty similar to the way they make it here at Katz's Deli is maybe like Langer's Deli or Daughter's Deli in Los Angeles. Same type of meat, same way of cutting it, flavor pretty much the same as well. Is it better than Langer's? It's kind of hard to say. I would say that if you don't like the coleslaw or anything like that inside and you just want the meat, then yeah, for sure this place is definitely going to be better than Langer's, because you get so much of that really well seasoned, flavored, fatty, tender meat inside. Not cheap whatsoever. You're not going to find anything like the hat sandwich here for like almost half the price. That's just the way it is here in Manhattan. Usually I would go sightseeing at nighttime, but once it starts raining, it pretty much kills the rest of your day. So I guess I'm gonna just hang out somewhere and stay dry for the rest of the night. Looks like today is going to be another cloudy day. Well, at least it's not supposed to rain as bad as it did yesterday. And that's really one of the trickiest things about planning these trips sometimes, is getting it into a week where it's not raining, and sometimes it does, which is unfortunate. Anyways, I'm going to be trying some pizza today. Yes, pizza is one of the most popular foods in New York City. Looks like I arrived at my first pizza restaurant right across the street, Nolita Pizza. This is one of the highest rated pizza restaurants on the internet, and it is a New York style pizza with kind of a North Italian style influence. And I heard that they use really quality ingredients, really good recipes. So that is why I'm gonna go check it out. So right when you walk up the stairs into the restaurant, you are at the counter where they have all the pizzas on display. I'm here at opening time, so all of this is very fresh. I don't think they're going to even need to reheat mine because it's so nice and hot. And then on the left side, you have the dining room. Yeah, they have indoor dining. They also have outdoor dining. It's good for individuals. It's good for small groups. And oh wow, look at that. They got so many celebrities who have come here. Yeah, I recognize a lot of these names. I didn't know that this was a celebrity hotspot. So you got the pepperoni as well as the Regina Napolitana, which I heard is really popular. They got the white pie, vodka pie, which I heard is also really good, burrata pie, as well as, look at that, gluten-free pizza too. And to the right side of the counter, they have all your drinks, because you're gonna need some nice soda with your pizza, right? That's the way I roll. See, like with Coca-Cola. Oh, I love Coca-Cola with pizza. That's like one of my favorite combinations. I can tell this is quality. Imported olive oil, imported mozzarella, house-made sauces. In fact, I heard that their tomato sauce, they cook for 8 hours. They make it in store. So if they were to start today, then it would be served tomorrow. I'm down for that. I'm always down for quality pizza. I mean, who would want a lousy pizza, especially here in New York City, right? Oh, look at that. They got even more down there. Okay. It's like a library of pizza. Cutting it into 8 slices, and as you can see, they are very big slices, and that's one of the reasons why it's called a New York style pizza, because they are large slices. Like I said, you can get the whole pie if you wanted to, and it's really good, especially if you're with a group and you're sharing the pizza. But one of the great things about pizza in New York City is ordering it by the slices. I don't know if this is usually the way pizzerias would serve pizza by the slices, but since I got 4, I guess they felt it was convenient to give this one to me. So the one to the left is kind of a new item, I heard, a new flavor, which is the buffalo mozzarella with olive oil and Parmesan. It looks so good. And then that one is the vodka. So it's fresh mozzarella, vodka sauce, and Parmesan. And then that one is the Regina, which I heard is super good. It's homemade marinara sauce, fresh basil, mozzarella, Parmesan, imported cold-pressed virgin olive oil. I think this is the one I'm most excited to try, the spicy pepperoni. So this one is made with the homemade, once again, marinara sauce that is made daily. Finest quality, fresh aged mozzarella cheese, rosemary, and that virgin olive oil. And it does come with a side of that tomato sauce. Oh, this looks so good. I wouldn't be surprised if this restaurant ended up being my favorite one. Oh, that's really good. Very richly cheesy. I mean, it is a cheese pizza, so it's going to be very cheesy. Honestly, I don't really know how that vodka sauce tastes like. Whenever I hear that word, I think that I'm drinking like the actual vodka, the alcohol. Like you're expecting that strong vodka taste. But you don't taste any of that in there. I would say that it's really more about the cheese as well as the sauce. They even got your chili flakes, they got your oregano, they got some of the cheese, and they even have, look at this, the hot honey. What is this one for? This one is for this one, the spicy pepperoni. I heard that the combination of the hot honey with the spicy pepperoni is pretty killer. I'm super excited. This one's really good. I mean, who doesn't like a pizza that's loaded with like mountains of pepperoni on it? That's like your dream pizza right there. I've had a pizza that was kind of like this last year at Prince Street Pizza. Not here in New York City, but in Las Vegas at a food hall. And I really like their pizza a lot. So I would say that this is like an equivalent of that. And it tastes very similar too. And I think I did put the hot honey on top when I was eating that. Yeah, this one I would say, if it ends up being my top 3 favorites here at Nolita, then I wouldn't be surprised because I would get it again. The buffalo mozzarella, maybe with this one, I'll add some of the garnishments on top. Okay, very nice. You see that? A slice in New York right there. The sauce and the cheese is super good in this one. This screams fancy, like a fancy, casual, New York style pizza. This is quality. Yeah, I mean, this is really like high quality for such a fast casual place. This is always the fun part, taking the first bite. There we go with the Regina. Yeah, Regina is really good too. You really taste the bursting flavor of the tomato sauce, the basil on there, which is so aromatic. I mean, all of these flavors that I got were all knockouts. Apparently these are the most popular flavors of pizza up there. Me personally, I think if I came back here, I would get the spicy pepperoni again because I just love that deep dish pizza. And maybe the buffalo mozzarella with the olive oil and Parmesan because that's really like so Italian because that's the type of pizza that I'm really used to. But any flavor I think is going to be good in their own way. So you take your pick here at Nolita. Thankfully, my next restaurant is only walking distance. It's just like a block away from Nolita. And this spot I can't miss because of its very rich history. So my second pizza spot is right across the street, Lombardis Pizza. This business has been around since 1905, making it a 120-year-old pizzeria. And legend has it that this is the first ever pizzeria that was established in the US. So if you're looking for New York style pizza, then this is as classic as it gets. It's incredible to think that I'm stepping into a piece of history, America's first pizzeria. So I guess this is where the New York pizza officially began. And it's quite an interesting atmosphere. It's like so old school, really like something out of a movie. For me, it's very adventurous to be in a place like this. So here are their pizzas. It looks like they're about 12 inches. They don't sell the pizzas by the slices at this restaurant. So if you order it, you're gonna have to get the whole pie. And hopefully you can finish it, or you can take the rest to go. Yeah, the rustic double pepperoni is very popular. I mean, how could it not be? It's pepperoni, right? And they even got like, let's see, ooh, basil pesto pie, okay. Vegan pizza, even gluten-free pizza. And you can also build your own pizza. Okay, so pick one from below. So you can do like margarita, white pie, gluten-free pizza, and then you add your toppings. And look, even beverages. Since this restaurant doesn't sell pizza by the slices, it's really a good idea if you were to come here with somebody else so that you can share and finish a pizza. But you can always order it to go as well and enjoy it somewhere in the city. And they also ship on Gold Belly. So if you want it shipped to you nationwide, then go on the website or call the restaurant and they will help you out with that. Probably the best seller at this restaurant, the rustic double pepperoni. So this one is a red pie with the tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, double pepperoni, and they use a very special kind of pepperoni here. Grated cheese, fresh basil. Yes, whole pie pizza, let's do it. I think I'll get this beautiful slice right there. See, it comes with that as well, the spatula. This pizza is like really super crunchy. It's delicious. Sauce is good, cheese is good, the pepperoni is really good. And I do want to let you know that these are not the really long types of pizza slices. So once again, this is not a pizza by the slice restaurant. You got to order the whole pie. Oh man, that's so crunchy. I don't know if you guys eat the crust, but I do. Like a lot of times what people do is they just eat the bottom part and they just leave the crust like on their plate. I don't know why, but I'm one of those guys who thinks the crust is like one of the best parts of the pizza. I mean, don't you guys think so too? This one is the basil pesto pie. So this is the one you gotta get if you don't want the tomato sauce in here. So yeah, it's pretty much a white pie, fresh mozzarella, ricotta, fresh basil, pesto, grated cheese, and to let you know, it does contain nuts, so just be aware. And just like with any old school pizzerias, got the cheese, you got the peppers, the pepper flakes, and you got the oregano. Take your pick. And this one is definitely going to be different than the pepperoni pizza, I'll tell you that. Super rich tasting. And the basil, they put a second layer over the top. So they cook one layer on the bottom, and then they would pour a second layer on the top, which I think is a smart move because once you bake the pesto sauce, it loses a lot of its flavor. Oh, I'm liking this pizza in a different way. I mean, there's a part of me that will always love pepperoni pizza, but the white pizza, it's something a little bit new to me, but I'm getting used to it. I mean, I love the richness of it. It tastes kind of like a fancier pizza. This one is not officially on the menu yet. I think it might be out by mid or late June, but you can always call the restaurant just to make sure. This is the grandma's pizza. Yeah, it's a new item. So this pizza has the buffalo sauce, as well as the cheese, and the fried chicken cutlets on top. And it comes with some extra sauce on the side. Oh yeah, like the ranch and more buffalo sauce for your enjoyment. Oh, it's good. This tastes like eating chicken parmesan with buffalo sauce and cheese over crust. And this crust is super crispy. It's a double baked crust. Yeah, I think I like this crust better than the crust of the other two pizzas. Maybe it's just my thing personally. You see, it's nice and thick, and it's also very crispy. If you listen, you can really hear it. I don't know which of the three flavors I would recommend the most. They're all really good. I mean, me personally, I'm a pepperoni fan, so I'm always going to like pepperoni and get it. But even if you get the other two flavors, you're gonna see how different they are and how really good tasting they are. Last but not least, I have made it out to $1.50 Fresh Pizza. This is a popular pizza chain that you'll find all over Manhattan, and they are known for their $1.50 pizza slices. this is really some of the best cheap eats pizza you're gonna find anywhere in New York City. So if you're looking to eat on a budget, then this is one of those places that has gotten some pretty good reviews online, which is why I'm excited to try it. So that's their menu, guys. 18-inch cheese pizza pie, only 12 bucks. You can do the whole pies, but then if you want to get the slices, it's on the left-hand side. So the cheese slices are the $1.51. But then once you start to get pepperoni and up, it goes up to about $2.25, which I guess is pretty reasonable considering meat is kind of expensive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a traditional cheese slice and maybe a pepperoni. Dollar water, bottle soda, canned soda, Snapple, all the drinks that you can drink with your pizza. Look at that, you can even do 2 slice plus 1 can of soda or water for $4. That's a really good deal. Cheese pizza, $1.50. This is the famous $1.50 slice. And if you get the pepperoni, $2.25. Ooh, it's so hot. I don't know how it's like in the other $1.50 fresh pizza locations, but the one here in East Village, it's very small. Like once you come in here, you're right at the counter, and there are 2 sides of the restaurant where it's like it's a very small area to eat, standing up. So if this place is occupied, then you're just gonna have to take the pizza to go. Yeah, so this is gonna be very interesting. Like they got this, which is the chili flakes. They also have this as well, which is garlic. And they even have oregano and your straws right over there. And this right here is the $1.50 cheese pizza. Standard New York style cheese pizza. And it's kind of on the thinner side, so it's not like the one at Lombardis where it's a little bit thicker. So I would say this is more of your typical or standard New York style pizza slice. I mean, me personally, I'm more of a pepperoni type of person, so just eating the cheese, I feel like something is kind of missing on it. Even when I was growing up and I would find pepperoni or cheese at a party or some gathering, I would feel so bummed when the pepperoni was all gone. It's like I can never eat the cheese one. But hey, since we are in New York City and cheese pizza is a big thing, I should appreciate it, right? They have multiple flavors on the menu, which is why I can also pick my pepperoni and enjoy it along with the cheese pizza. More my kind of pizza. Now, taste-wise, I wouldn't say it's as good as the other 2 places that I've been to, but keep in mind, you're only paying $1.50 for the cheese and $2.25 for the pepperoni. Cheap eats. So considering that, then yeah, this is one of those places I feel I could come back to again in the future if I just wanted to save on money, eat on a budget, and if it were closer to where I live. Try it for yourself and let me know what you think. And just around the corner from that pizza restaurant in East Village is this brand new sushi restaurant called Shiro Kuro. It isn't kind of like an upscale omakase restaurant, but this is a sushi restaurant like no other. The best way to explain it is just to come in with me and I'll show you. Have you ever seen anything like it before? This is like walking into a 2D sketchbook. Really, a sushi restaurant like no other. And I heard that all of this is hand-drawn. It took a few months to get this done, and it's still a work in progress because I heard that they are gonna put some sort of a gloss or invisible paint over the walls so that at nighttime, it glows and becomes like a really nice cocktail lounge. You see they got the sushi bar right over here, and there's also this really lovely seating area. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get seated at one of these tables. Their specialty here is the omakase, which means chef's choice. So you can do this one, which is the Shiro omakase, 9 courses for $60, daily chef selected nigiri sushi, 7 pieces, plus the hand roll and miso soup. Or you could do something like this, which is what I'm gonna do. Kuro omakase, 15 courses for $90. 3 chef special appetizers, and the selected nigiri sushi, 10 pieces, hand roll, and miso soup. Looks like this is the first one that came out. To the left, that is the marinated bonito. Looks so nice and petite. And then we also have the scallop with some sort of a yuzu miso sauce over it. Chef special. And the stick of yellowtail, you just eat it just like that, kind of like a lollipop. It kind of almost looks like a little meatball. Look at that. It's very pasty. It almost tastes like eating very soft potato. Like it really melts in your mouth. But I do taste the fish, the sushi taste. All right, see, that's what you can expect in an omakase. If it's chef's menu, chef's choice, that scallop also melts in your mouth. Like yuzu miso flavor. Yeah, this is my kind of sushi menu. It really is. I really love omakase and kaiseki menus where it's chef's choice and he gives you the best fish of the day and just whatever it is that he or she creates, I'll take it because everybody has a vision for food, right? So no soy sauce. I think you just eat it like this with that dab of wasabi right there. I think that one is my favorite out of all of them. Whoa, it's like chunky and rich tasting. I guess without the soy sauce, you taste more like the purity of the fish. And it's, you know, it has a tad bit of that spiciness from the wasabi. So here's the rest of my omakase that came out. So the one all the way to the left, that's what's called the grab hand roll. So it's a non-cut hand roll, much like the ones that you would find in the hand roll bars. In here we got toro with caviar topping. Yes. And then there we got the sweet shrimp with salmon egg toppings, seared scallop, which is hotate, golden eye snapper, the yellowtail, as well as medium fatty tuna. Down here we have eel and egg. Oh, that looks so good. As well as some black cod miso and scallion topping, some ocean trout and sea bass. And that one is the lean tuna. I really recommend you get reservations because after about 6 or 7, I heard every seat in here is going to be taken. Yes, it's that trendy, it's that cool. And I told you the reason why, because you just don't come into restaurants that look like this. And thankfully, the food by far tastes pretty good. Drop any hand roll that has toro in it, and most of the time, I'm gonna love it. And the scallop also, something I really love in sushi restaurants. Also melts in your mouth. Definitely elevated sushi I'm eating here. After all, it is omakase, so it's not going to be a cheap sushi restaurant, not like going to an all-you-can-eat. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Michelin star level dining experience, but it definitely delivers on the taste and the quality. Yeah, so it's not just all about the ambiance. You're actually going to get some pretty nice sushi here. And check this out, right next to Shiro Kuro is this other restaurant. It's like a complete change of scenery. It's a fried chicken restaurant called Bokeh. It's a very low-lit place. So yeah, you get the beer and you get the fried chicken here. They got 2 flavors of Korean fried chicken, the soy garlic and the spicy. So you can get 10-piece wings for $18, or you can do like the combo, which is 10 wings plus 5 drums for $28. And they just started this last week. Isn't this pretty cool? All you can eat Korean fried chicken and beer for $32. Time limit is about an hour and a half. So really go all out with it in an hour and a half. I'm not gonna do this today, but if you guys wanna do it, just letting you know they have this here. Call me crazy, but this is gonna be my second dinner. Since the Korean fried chicken place was next door, why not get it, right? So this is the 10-piece, half soy garlic and half spicy. I didn't think I was gonna eat Korean fried chicken on this trip, but might as well, since it's already here, and this is really one of the best places to get it. This thing is really good. It just is such a perfect light crispiness. That's the way I like my Korean fried chicken. I mean, I'm not really that into the Korean fried chicken that's more like the very heavily breaded one, you know, like the southern fried chicken. This is my type of Korean fried chicken where it's really like light, airy, crispy all around. This tastes very similar to Bonchon chicken, like almost exactly the same. It might even be better. Like it has really nice, fresh, good texture. Just everything is like spot on about this. I wonder how spicy this spicy is gonna be. Yeah, that's kind of spicy. If you guys like your fried chicken spicy, then you're gonna like this place. Like I said, the chicken itself is really good. It's super hot, it's moist, skin perfect. Perfect airy crispiness. Really one of the most perfect Korean fried chickens that I've had, like anywhere. I am very pleasantly surprised. Yeah, at least now I can tell people that this is like a really excellent place to get Korean fried chicken. Even if you're not looking at the Empire State Building or Times Square, there's a lot of other things you can look at and appreciate, because a lot of these buildings are 100 years old. So you're really looking at a piece of history, like walking onto a movie set in many ways. I'm just soaking it all and enjoying it as the night comes to a close. Looks like today's another cloudy day. I mean, I don't mind the cloud, just as long as it doesn't rain. 2 days ago, I had pastrami. Yesterday, I had pizza. And now today, I'm gonna try another one of the most popular foods in New York City, which is bagel. Gonna be hitting up 3 bagel shops. And I don't think I've had bagels before in New York, so I'm pretty excited about this. Yes, let's go. Oh wow, it spits me out right in front of Madison Square Garden. You know, I first learned about this arena when I was a kid, when I was watching WWE back then in the early 90s. Since then, I've always wanted to visit Madison Square Garden, like go inside and watch one of those wrestling shows. I don't know if I would today because I'm a little bit out of touch with that right now, but I'm glad to be here to at least see it in person. And up there is Times Square, so I hope to be able to see that sometime this afternoon since it's fairly close by. But I gotta have my breakfast first, right? I'm gonna be starting it off with a big bang with this bagel shop called Liberty Bagel. This is one of the most popular and highest rated bagel shops in New York City. And they have a few of these locations around NYC, but I'm here at the one in Midtown Manhattan. And it is a bustling one. You see this line back here? It's super crazy. This is how much a bagel would cost if you just get them individually, at least within this category, $1.95. Is that considered expensive? I don't know, because I don't get bagels that often. Or you can do like more of the specialty type of bagels, like the rainbow bagel for $3.50, might be worth getting just for the visuals. And then the rest of it down here for $2.95. And then look at that. You can also get a dozen assorted bagels for $22. And the cool thing about this place is that you can make your bagels into sandwiches. You see these egg sandwiches? You can do the meat, egg, and cheese, which I heard is very popular, for $9. And then those are some of the add-ons you can put on top of it. And then they also have specialty egg sandwiches, everything from the Powerhouse all the way to the Gold Coast. Look at all these flavors of cream cheese they have. It's almost like ordering some ice cream or gelato. Oh yeah, you see you've got some vegetable and scallion, as well as lox lemon and honey, bacon sriracha. Look at that, cinnamon walnut raisin. Oh, that looks so good. Chipotle. So yeah, you have quite a bit to choose from in here. This is where they would boil the different flavors of the bagels. And then afterwards, it would be seeded, and then it would go into the oven. Very simple. I guess what distinguishes Liberty Bagel from a lot of other bagel shops is that here, you can make it any way you want. If you just want to eat the bagel by itself, you can do it. If you want to eat it with the cream cheese, you can do it like that. If you want to make it with like the sausage, the eggs, hummus, whatever you want to put on it, it's like your customized bagel, a bagel for everybody. I cannot speak for the other locations, but I know that the Liberty Bagel here in Midtown Manhattan, near Times Square, is very busy, and there's very few seating options. Like I think they only have like about 3 or 4 tables out here, and then there's like a little bit of counter seating where you could eat standing up. So you're just gonna have to kind of find it or just take it to go somewhere. Wow, I don't think I've been so excited to eat bagels my whole life. You know, back in LA, I rarely eat bagels. So maybe when I go back to Los Angeles, I'm gonna have to search out some good bagel spots. These are some of the bagels I got for today, beginning with this one. I'm already sold. This one is called the birthday cake. So it's a rainbow bagel with birthday cream cheese in the center. So if you're celebrating your birthday, I think this is the most appropriate one to get. This one is the egg and cheese sausage bagel. Yeah, you can see it in there kind of. It's a good thing they cut it in half. So definitely a breakfast bagel. And this one is your classic Nova, which is number 5 on the menu. So in here we got, look at that, the smoked salmon with some cream cheese. I see some capers in there as well. Oh yeah, the whole New York experience. This one I've tried before, but I just don't really remember the last time I've tried it. Wow, that's really bursting with flavor. I taste so many things going on in there. The creaminess of the cheese, the softness, as well as the smokiness of the smoked salmon, the sourness of the capers. Oh, there's a tomato in there too. Okay, makes it a little bit sweet and refreshing too. I love the bagel itself. It's so good. Look at the sesame seeds on it, the poppy seeds too. Yep, I like these kind of bagels. Breakfast bagel. Oh, this one looks so good. I love the yellow golden color. If they had a sausage egg McMuffin like this at McDonald's, I would get it all the time. I mean, I love eggs. I love eggs with sausage. And this is the first time though that I've had it with a bagel. Bagel everything specifically. Oh, combination works good. This one I saved all the way to the end because it's kind of like, I guess, a dessert bagel. Yeah, I'm liking this one a lot. I love everything about it. Not only the taste of the bagel, which I've already told you I like a lot, right? Because of the flavor and the chewiness. That cream cheese, it almost tastes like cheesecake. Like cream cheese, cheesecake flavor inside of this rainbow colored bagel, which you would think tastes fruity, but it actually does not taste fruity at all. It tastes almost like a plain bagel, but visually, it's a rainbow bagel, so why not get it? It just catches your eye. That's why when I went in there, I was like, yeah, for sure, I'm gonna get one of those. I don't care how it tastes like, it just looks so cool. So if you don't go to the Liberty Bagel here in Midtown Manhattan, just know that there are other ones around New York City too. So perhaps if you show up to one of the other ones, seating will be a lot better. The next one that I'm gonna go to is only like half a block from Liberty Bagel. It's right over here. This is also another one of the highest rated bagel shops you can find in Manhattan. A Yelp favorite, all the locals love it. They got their classic bagels and even house specialties. I heard they've been here for about 16 years. Of course, they have the very classic bagels, which they hand roll. They boil it in the kettle and they bake it, of course. And they have a lot of other things on the menu as well. So every bagel shop pretty much has something unique to offer. All right, so those are the bagel choices. It starts at $1.86. You can start with plain, you can do egg everything. You got quite a bit of selections. And then over there, specialty bagel for about $2.90. So those are the ones that are a little fancier. And if you want to pair it with your cream cheese spread or whatever other spreads, then yeah, it looks like it's about $3.62 to about, what, like $7-ish, something like that. And it seems like a lot of these bagel shops have their sandwich specialty, so you can turn it into a sandwich, just like at Liberty Bagel. So yeah, I see quite a lot on there. Look at all these cream cheese selections. I feel like I'm at a gelato bar right now. I don't think I've seen anything like this in LA before. But then again, I don't go to too many bagel shops in LA. So it's pretty much the same deal. They would fresh roll the bagels in the back, and then they would bring it out here in order to boil it in the kettle. And then shortly afterwards, it goes into the oven. And then after that, it's ready to serve as is, or you can make it into a bagel sandwich with the meats, the cream cheese, whatever you want. Let's see what's good on the menu here. It all looks very good. This one is the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. So it's with the everything bagel. Comes with avocado, lime, cream cheese. And then this one is the smoked salmon with onion bagel. So in here we got scallion, cream cheese, tomato, as well as onion and caper. And this one is the C2. So on the menu it's C2, which is Korean chicken salad. Oh, that's so interesting. So it's with lettuce, tomato, onion, fresh mozzarella, and jalapeno cheddar bagel. Seems like with a lot of these bagel shops, seating is always a challenge. Even if they have indoor seating, it's like, it's all taken up. That's why you just have to kind of watch for a seat to open up, even if it's outside. That's pretty good. It tastes pretty similar to the one that I had at Liberty Bagel, but the only real difference is the avocado lime cream cheese, which adds a very unique twist to this breakfast sandwich. But I think it works though. I mean, that kind of cream cheese I feel could be more good with like lunch sandwiches. But hey, even a sandwich with egg and bacon and cheese inside of it, it's actually pretty good. And I guess this is my second time trying the lox bagel today. This time with an onion roll, which is, oh, it's kind of a, yeah, it has like a firm texture. It's like a very bona fide tasting lox bagel. But what I really like about this combination is the onion bagel. Oh man, that really adds such good flavor to this whole thing. And I do like the bagel itself. It has like a nice firm bite to it. It seems like it's a New York thing here to eat your bagels made in a sandwich form. So that's like its own meal. I have a feeling that this is going to be the most unique bagel sandwich that I'm gonna eat anytime today. Wow, very interesting. You know, this is almost eating like a tuna salad, but it's a chicken salad with all of these veggies inside. That makes it crunchy and very refreshing. So it's a cold sandwich. It's not a hot sandwich. It's cold. So if that's the way you like it, then you gotta get this one. It's bagel shops like this that really show that you are in New York City. When you can have bagels that are this excellent, it's like, yeah, I can only come out of NYC. I made it out here to Times Square. It is raining, so I'm not gonna be out here for that long. This is the world's most famous tri-intersection. You could go to Hollywood and Highland, you could go to Las Vegas Strip, but nothing will really compare to this experience. This is like the definition of New York City right here. Too bad the day's not a little sunnier. Otherwise, I would really walk around here and just show you more of it. But you get the point. This is one of the things that you have to see when you come to New York City. All right, I don't want to get too wet. I'm getting out of here. And last but not least, I have made it out here to Brooklyn Bagel and Coffee Company. They have about 5 of these locations around New York City. I'm at the one here in Chelsea. This is also another one of the most popular bagel chains you can find in New York. In fact, I heard that Food Network nominated this as the #1 bagel spot in NYC. Wow, this is kind of a nice little place. It almost looks like a coffee shop or a cafe. And it's not quite as busy because the breakfast and the lunch crowd are pretty much gone. That's good for me. It's kind of a relief. But they got all the bagels that are ready, so everything's already made, as well as all the cream cheese selections. They look pretty solid. I'm excited. So if you want to just get the bagel by itself, like a single bagel, it looks like it's about $1.95. I'm beginning to sense that this is kind of how much a bagel costs in New York City, about $2. You can also get a dozen, and plus they'll throw 2 free bagels in for $23.40, so you're getting 14. No surprise here, they also have these bagels with the spreads on them. So if you want to get it with the cream cheese, it starts at $4.45, and then they have like the flavored one, the bacon cream cheese, lox spread, real butter, all that good stuff. And also build your own sandwich. So if you want something more substantial than the cream cheese, like you want some vegetables or meats in there, yeah, you take your pick. You see, they got all these selections. With some of these bagels, it's really as simple as putting the cream cheese or the cold toppings on it. But some of them, they actually do have to make it, like they grill it, especially the hot ones. So you see, it's all made fresh, and that's always a good thing. Here we go again with lox bagel. So here they call it the classic. So in here we have the scallion cream cheese, along with the smoked salmon and the onions, tomato, and I chose the everything bagel for this one. I guess it's really popular in New York City because a lot of people get this, even here at Brooklyn Bagel. So I guess I have to try it for the 3rd time today. It's really quite substantial, this bagel sandwich. I mean, I'm not a bagel expert, so I cannot distinguish like the little details that would make one bagel better than another bagel. I just eat it and I can just tell whether it's fresh, whether it's tasty. And this one is pretty tasty too. I definitely like all the seeds on top, you know, the poppy, as well as the sesame seeds. It's like nice and toasty and crunchy. Even if I didn't have anything else inside and I just ate the everything bagel, I would really enjoy it. And this one is called the Trenton, which is one of their most popular items here. So I got this one with the plain bagel. And in here we got Taylor ham, along with butter, ketchup, cheese, and egg. So it looks like every one of these places I went to, there's a lox bagel that's very popular. There's a breakfast sandwich that's really popular. So it's more kind of like comparative at this point. So it's really as breakfast as it gets because you have the ham in there with the egg, but I think the ketchup kind of puts an interesting spin on it. This is their Taylor ham. Kind of looks like Spam, right? But it doesn't taste like Spam, not that salty. It actually has a very pleasant taste. And I heard that not too many places around New York City uses the Taylor ham in their bagels. I have no idea what a Taylor ham is, but it sounds pretty special. Another one of their best sellers. This is this toasted scallion bagel. So I got the everything bagel, once again with this one. And in here, there's a lot of scallion cream cheese. Like a lot of it. So be sure to have your napkins with you because you're gonna need it. Oh, not bad. It's really the scallions inside that makes this thing because without it, it'll be like your basic cream cheese with bagels. So these little pieces of vegetable add like a refreshing crunchiness to this bagel dish, which I think is really good. Kind of adds a little extra flavor and texture. It's not a very complicated bagel, as you can see. I mean, mostly just the cream cheese and the bagel itself. Very easy to make, but apparently everybody here loves it. Well, I got a couple hours to kill in between. What should I do? I've already been to Brooklyn Bridge. I've just been to Times Square. Should I go to Central Park? Nah, it's a little too far from here. Yeah, I think I'll just take it easy. Just relax, nothing wrong with that. Until my dinner spot. I think I'm gonna end off my night with this very special sushi restaurant called Toka Chef Kitchen. This is an omakase sushi, but not just any omakase. It's all you can eat omakase, plus all you can drink for $98. This is a pretty groundbreaking concept. I don't think I've ever had an omakase meal that was all you can eat. So for sure, I'm gonna try this in New York before I leave back to LA. Toka's been here for less than a year and they are already one of the most popular sushi restaurants you can find in Manhattan. They have the seating area right over here, but then they also have this, which is where all the action is at, the L-shaped sushi bar. And it's recommended you get reservations because this thing gets booked up pretty quickly. It's a dinner-only spot and they have 4 reservation times. They go by hour-and-a-half slots. So I think if you want to beat the crowd, you should get here at 5 p.m. right when they open. I'm going to explain to you how the menu works. So this omakase menu is $98 for everybody. So all prices include gratuity, which means that you don't have to pay tips. It's a non-tipping establishment. I don't know about you guys, but when I hear that, I get pretty excited. So how it works is that it begins with 14-course meal from the appetizers all the way to the dessert. But then when you finish your meal and you are still hungry, you want more, then you can get all you can eat sushi, all you can drink alcohol. After that, there is a 1 hour and 15-minute time limit per guest, starting from your reservation time, which means that you should eat up pretty fast and get a lot within that time period. This is the first appetizer of the night, Yellowtail Sashimi Appetizer. Very small, but I think it's going to be a flavor bomb. I am totally cool starting off with the Yellowtail. This is really one of my favorite sushis. So if it comes with the meal, I am super happy. Ponzu sauce is like grade A. Yeah, I feel ponzu really makes any sashimi or sushi taste good. That thing is fresh, rich tasting, melts in your mouth. I just want to drink this ponzu sauce now. Ooh, actually a little too strong to drink, but wow, wow, wow. First appetizer. I'm off to a good start. I can already tell this whole meal is going to be really good. And this is the second one, miso soup with crab and squid. That sounds pretty fancy. Yep, I do see some of the seafood in there. Oh, it's very tasty. It tastes like a miso soup, but you can actually taste the seafood in there too. Like that crab and that squid flavor. I don't think I've ever had a miso soup like this before because a lot of the ones I've had back in California is just like a very basic miso soup with like the seaweed and the soft tofu inside. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but this one kind of took me by surprise. Oh, kind of spicy too. I think there's like chili oil inside. Huh. Okay, but it's good though. Like I said, the drinks are all you can drink. So you can get stuff like sake, really all you can drink. Now I'm not going to all you can drink this part. This is the only amount that I'm going to have today because I'm not much of a drinker, but I know some people, some of you guys might really be into that. So I'm not stopping you. I'm going to concentrate mostly on just the sushi. It looks like this is the first nigiri sushi of the day, the sea bass. All right, cheers to the first sushi. Now that tastes like sushi that came from an omakase restaurant. I mean, you could really taste the difference. It doesn't taste like sushi that came out of your like typical $25 all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant, you know, where it's more about quantity and all the sushi rolls. No, this is on another level. Like I said, if you go to omakase, it's going to be premium quality. It's really the best kind of sushi you can eat because it's chef's choice, meaning that he's the one who designs the menu for you and gives it to you in a course meal. I'm telling you, that's really the best way to eat sushi because it's some of the highest quality sushi you'll eat. And all you can eat omakase, it's unheard of. It's groundbreaking. I think this is the only restaurant I've been to that does that in America. This one kind of looks like the last one. This is the sea bream, another really delicious white colored fish. When it comes out one by one like this, you feel like every piece you're gonna eat is gold in your mouth. I thought it was gonna be kind of crunchy. No, that thing is like really so tender. Oh, and the rice itself is so good. Yeah, the ratio of the rice to the fish, there's not really that much rice, so it's not like they really stuff it like you find in some of those all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants. Like even kind of warm too. That's the way I love it. Yeah, if it's glutinous and a little bit warm and not too much rice, it's like perfect. Yeah, this is like near perfection. New Zealand king salmon. Oh, I love salmon. One of my favorites. I know I'm gonna like this one. I guess they already flavored it in a way where you don't need soy sauce. Just eat it the way the chef gives you, unless he instructs you otherwise. That thing is so rich tasting. It's very clean tasting too. I mean, I love salmon. Just about any salmon you give me, even in more of those like very low quality all you can eat sushis, I'm really easy to please with salmon, but that one is pretty good. Oh, this is pretty fancy. Bluefin tuna with a piece of truffle on top. Wow, first time I've ever had tuna of any kind with truffle on top. That tastes like $1 million. It's like you could taste it and you can smell the truffle, like right when it goes into your mouth. And the bluefin tuna itself melts like butter, rich tasting. This sushi is really on another level. Not your typical all you can eat, I'll tell you that. Fatty tuna, toro. Yes, one of my favorites. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this one. I mean, to me at this point, it's impossible not to like. Yeah, that is the best one so far. This is the best all-you-can-eat sushi menu I've had anywhere in America. See, look at that, brushing it on just like an artist. Kampachi, yes, I'll take it. Cheers to another possibly 10 out of 10 sushi bite. Wow, my mind is blown. I mean, everything is perfect about that. That amberjack has like a nice crunchiness to it. And it's fairly rich tasting too. And the rice, I'm gonna say it again, that is like perfect rice. The temperature of it, like I said, kind of warm. It's soft, glutinous, and the taste of it is just about right. Like not too vinegary, not too bland. Yeah, they've got their recipe down at this place. I am super impressed. And the next one, pretty fast, golden ice snapper. This is also another one of my favorites, just like every other sushi piece. How do I describe what that tastes like? There's a little bit of a bite to it, but still it's super tender. And I definitely taste a little bit of that wasabi in there. Rice, super good as usual. Man, everything that I've been eating, there was nothing so far that I thought was underwhelming. Everything is spot on. And then this one is the Shima Aji. very clean tasting. It tastes kind of like the golden ice snapper, like very similar texture, not too crunchy, but not too like melt in your mouth buttery, which I don't mind. If it was like that, fabulous. But I'm appreciating every fish for the texture that it offers. And this restaurant, I noticed that they take even the fish that is not on the top of my list, and they make me like it to the point where it could be on the top of my list in any other sushi restaurants. Blow torching action. All right, I'm about to eat something that's smoky, kind of change it up a little bit. This one is pretty unique. It's called the codfish with yuzu miso. Oh man, it smells so good. It's like I'm eating with my nose too. See, I have no more words at this point. The smokiness of it, how it just melts in your mouth, that codfish, super impressive. And I learned that they get their fish from Tsukiji Fish Market in Tokyo. It's as authentic and as legit as it gets. Now let me ask you, how many restaurants that offer all-you-can-eat menu actually gets their fish, a majority of it imported from Tsukiji Fish Market? And the next one, snow crab with Hokkaido uni. That's right, from Japan uni with snow crab. And I think this is the first time I've had uni, sea urchin of any kind on top of crab. That's pretty rockin'. That's like too good. See, now I'm tasting something that's different than the other sushi pieces. So they have variety on the menu. Even that one is a knockout. Wow, man, I don't know how much more of this I can take. And it's all you can eat. Isn't that super crazy? I'm super excited. My mind is blown. I wish I could just be here all night if there wasn't a time limit. I don't know if you can see, but this one is the hand roll. Toro with fried onions inside. This one you have to eat quickly because the nori gets pretty soggy. So it's kind of like something you would find from sugarfish or kazunori, maybe just a little bit smaller, but taste-wise, it's pretty spot on. It's great as well. Maybe the nori, it could be a little bit crispier, but then again, maybe it's just been out for a little too long. So this is the moment y'all been waiting for. Now that the course meal is done, you can get whatever you want after that, up until your time limit. So for those who have completed their initial serving, please enjoy unlimited sushi from the following selections: lean tuna, toro fatty tuna, salmon, yellowtail, unagi, wagyu, yes. But just letting you know, if you don't finish it, you may incur $8 charge per piece. So proceed with caution. This is what I decided to get for the rest of my sushi meal. So we got toro right there, which is fatty tuna, yellowtail, salmon, some freshwater eel, and look at that, A5 Wagyu, nice. That's pretty cool. I'm eating some sushi that I didn't get as part of my omakase, like the eel. It's so warm. I love the taste of it. Very smoky tasting too, and a little bit sweet. I feel like I always have to have the eel. If it's not part of the omakase, I'd be kind of bummed, but thankfully, I was able to get it as part of the all-you-can-eat afterwards. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my sushi in peace. And then afterwards is the dessert, because you gotta end with that, right? Especially in an omakase. And I've come to it at last. This is the dessert, ochi-cha pudding, which is green tea pudding. Here's another dessert that I've never seen before. Wow, that tastes just like green tea in your mouth. Like really concentrated green tea flavor. That thing really just melts in your mouth. Okay, yep, just when I thought it couldn't get any better, even their desserts, they do it really right here. So yeah, $98, no gratuity, no tips. Of course you have to pay tax, but let me tell you, this is like the best $98, $100 you're gonna spend in your life if you are a sushi connoisseur. So yeah, it's here at Toka Restaurant. When the trip starts, next thing you know, it is done and I'm about to head home. but I cannot head home quite yet until I try some Chinese food in Chinatown. And speaking of Chinatown, I'm pretty much here. It's really big, and it is one of the biggest tourist attractions when you're visiting Manhattan, especially if you want to eat at restaurants, explore some markets. It's so huge that I can't show all of this to you in this video, but it's pretty much something that you should see for yourself. There are the main streets down there, but then there are these narrow alleyways where you'll see these designs, really like something out of a brochure. Oh, I made it to my restaurant. It's right over here. House of Joy. This is one of the most popular dim sum restaurants, not just in Chinatown, but all of Manhattan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it. Large banquet hall style dim sum restaurant with the push carts. Oh, I am loving it. Yes, I heard that this venue can seat about 500 people. They do have wedding events here. They have karaoke room. It's just a perfect place to be. And I think this is how much the dim sum costs. So dim sum goes from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. every day. Wow, those are some long hours. That's pretty awesome. And it begins at $3.95 at small, medium, large, top, whatever that means. I guess I'll find out. And just to show you, they do have more than dim sum here. So if you want to order something other than the dim sum from the a la carte menu, or if you're here after the dim sum hours, you see they got like the fried rice, the noodle soup, as well as pan-fried noodles, chow fun. And look at that, even more stuff back here, like over rice dishes. Oh, I want it all. And with every dim sum meal, you need your tea. So they have the choice of green tea or black tea. I have green tea all the time, so I'm gonna try black tea this time. And don't forget this, if they don't bring it to your table, ask for it. This is the hot chili, the mustard, and the soy sauce. I guess this is the first one I'm eating today, the red rice noodle roll. Let's do it. Oh yeah, my favorite, the shrimp hagao, as well as the steamed barbecue pork buns. Now here's something I haven't seen in a while. Every time you request one of these dim sum dishes from the push cart, they would stamp it and it would all add up and that would be part of your final bill. So I would say if you're being kind of budget tight, then try not to get way too many stamps. I mean, you can do whatever you want. If you're hungry, just go for it. I'm always gonna remember this day. First ever time eating dim sum in New York City. Very classic tasting. Nothing really innovative or fancy about it, but it doesn't have to be. And the shrimp inside, which is really plump, by the way, it's exactly how it's supposed to taste. And very good. All right, off to a good start. Ooh, now here's something I don't see that often in Chinese restaurants. Wow, that's really good. Almost like a shrimp tempura that's inside of the rice roll. And they already put the soy sauce over it, so you don't need to dip it in your own soy sauce unless you want to, you know, if you want that mustard chili taste. Yeah, so I guess every dim sum restaurant kind of has like their own unique items. But here in New York City, you're bound to find something that's a little bit different than back home, like in LA, right? And this one is the pork shumai, also another one of my favorites. Can't go without it. Be generous with the soy sauce and mustard and hot chili because this is going to be like your soy sauce and wasabi, you know, like at sushi restaurants. It's so tender inside. It's like, how do I describe it? It's almost like a pork meatball. So it doesn't have that ground beef taste. It's a little more tender than that, I would say. But it's good though. I mean, kind of similar to the one that I had back in LA. Nothing innovative about it once again. Just good old-fashioned pork shumai, and that's the way I like it. I was just waiting for this to cool down because it came out so hot. When you drink that, that's like the taste of dim sum restaurant, like the type of tea that you would drink when you're eating this kind of food. I mean, nothing against the urban, more modern type of dim sum restaurants because I think a lot of them still do make really good food, but there's just something about this really old school dim sum vibe that really makes you so excited when you eat here. And now I am going to eat my chashu ball, the steamed pork bun. Look at that. It's not steaming anymore because it's been sitting out for a little bit, but look at the inside. That's minced pork, and it's, you notice it's kind of like reddish brown color. It's sweet. When I was younger, I thought it was kind of a really weird taste because it was sweet inside. But then I just got used to it as I grew older and I just ate more and more of it. And I guess that's just how it's like with a lot of foods in life, right? Okay, I'm not really sure which one this is. It's not on the menu, but it looked pretty cute, so I decided to get these little pig-like buns. Hello, I'm a little piglet. Please eat me. Let me see what's inside of this. Oh, it's custard. Okay, this is kind of like a dessert type of dim sum. Maybe I should have waited a little bit towards the end because I wanted to get a few more things before I finish off. Seriously, just give me any custard bun and I'm just gonna fall in love with that thing, just right away. Oh, I love the taste of that custard. It's so creamy. Yeah, so it's like creamy and pasty. And I think it works so good with the bun. So good. Oh man. I can see all the people waiting outside. They have their names on the wait list. But then again, I don't think I should be too surprised because whether you are in Hong Kong or in LA or New York, a lot of the big popular dim sum restaurants will be just like this. Everybody shoulder to shoulder, lots of noise everywhere. Everybody eating dim sum and enjoying it. Yep, I'm enjoying this experience. All right, well, let me see what else they got here that I can order. Oh yeah, one of my favorites too, the sticky rice with lotus leaf. Another one of the things that I absolutely must need in a dim sum restaurant. The most exotic thing you can eat in a dim sum restaurant, the braised chicken feet. Oh yeah, let's do it. And did I mention how lovely these dim sum baskets are? Because in a lot of the dim sum restaurants I've been to with the push carts, they always use the metal or the steel baskets. But I like this, it's visually appealing. I mean, I don't know if it has any effect on the flavor of the food, but at least presentation-wise, it looks pretty awesome. There's that chicken feet. Oh, look at that, it almost looks like it's flipping me off, giving me the bird. You get it? It's tasty. It doesn't taste like eating chicken breast or chicken thigh. So if you've never had chicken feet before, it's like a skin. It's very gelatinous. But the flavoring of the skin is really where the magic is at. You just have to kind of work around everything when you're biting it. You'll get some of the bones inside your mouth too, but just spit it out. It's okay. And I think my sticky rice is just about done. It was very hot when it first came out. Oh, it opens up like a flower. Look at that. That is so lovely. Look at all the steam that's coming out of it. Yep, this is another one of the dim sum dishes I really miss. Woo, that's so good. Oh, it's so sticky and so glutinous. I love it. It's kind of hard to see, but if you haven't had this dish before, it's not just the rice. There are bits of these pieces of meat inside of it, like a little sausage. Got these little diced pork things right here. I think I even see like egg yolk right there. The sticky rice is something that you should probably more eat towards the end because it's rice, so it's a filler. But you know, sometimes these dim sum carts, they come by even in the beginning, and if you see it, you're not gonna pass by, right? Because who knows when's the next time you're gonna see that dim sum cart. Now here's one I don't think I've seen before. Steamed, creamy, salty egg yolk bun. All right, well, the menu tells me exactly what's inside of this. Otherwise, I would have to guess. All right, let's do the opening action once again. Oh yeah, very much like the pig buns that I had earlier. It's probably gonna taste the same, so hopefully it's not going to be just a repeat. It actually tastes different than the pig buns. I mean, kind of similar, but this one is salted egg yolk, so it's not the custard cream. And the bun itself is shaped very differently. You see the pattern of it? That's something. I've never seen a bun like that in a dim sum restaurant before. Only here in New York City at this restaurant. If you don't see your favorite dim sum in one of these push carts, you can always just ask the server and they'll bring it to you. Most likely, it's floating around somewhere on the other side of Disneyland. Sesame balls. You see all the sesame seeds around? So it's basically like deep fried circular rice ball with sesame paste in the center. And egg tart. Yeah, so that is the egg yolk or like the egg pudding in the center, like an egg custard. It's supposed to be sweet along with the flaky pastry that's all around. I haven't had an egg tart in like almost a year. How exciting. Wow, that is really tasty. Pretty flaky. I mean, not the flakiest one that I've had in a dim sum restaurant. That's more my personal preference. But even this one, I'll still take. And this one is something that you should get to within the same day because it just doesn't taste the same at nighttime. Wow, this one's good too. Okay, I was wrong. It's not a sesame paste. It's like some sort of a yellow brownish paste that I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's pretty sweet though. Very pasty. I don't know if you ever had it before, but it's seriously like the best thing ever. The sun just came up just a few hours before I head to the airport. Ah, where were you for the rest of the week? And right next to Chinatown is the famous Little Italy. And if you are planning to come to this part of Manhattan, then please do come to Mulberry Street because this is really where all the action is at. And on this particular narrow street, you're gonna see a whole bunch of gift shops and Italian restaurants lined up in both directions. Now, the interesting thing is that a lot of these restaurants are gonna try to get you to come into their restaurant. Like they're really gonna try to get you to come in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of these Italian restaurants are pretty good. Maybe you might wanna search online on Yelp just to make sure. Of course, there's a lot more that I could do in New York City, but this is just some of the great things that you can do, some of the great things that you can eat when you're coming to Manhattan, especially for the first time. And now I'm gonna be heading back home, back to my usual gig in LA. But thank you so much for watching this New York City food and travel video all the way to the end. You guys rock, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.